But we are going to get on with this Snow, and here we go with the Steves. Boys, this is hey man, this is what we're here for. You asked for Smash and you're getting it. So crafting table on the platform, do nothing with it, why not? And let's just go on ahead at Pokemon Stadium 2.
スノー選手もカルメロ選手も活動休止期間があったから、そうだね。なんか懐かしく感じるかな。でもそんなにこの2人が当たってるイメージも、それこそ当たった回数で言うとそんなに多くないんじゃない？そう、1、2回当たったかどうかとか。本当にどっちもめっちゃ勝ってる時に上の方で当たる時があったんじゃないかな。
Yeah, okay, so it turns out this is a butt check. Okay, cool. That makes sense. So, that's these are the slight little differences that we get. But again, hey folks, if you are watching, certainly appreciate y'all just kind of vibing wherever you're from, wherever you're watching. I want to hear it. So, yeah, tell me where you're at, and I can tell you right now, I'm in the state of Texas. It's not where I'm from. I happen to be from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Shout out to all my folks. 215. And I gotta say, it's been quite a journey to get down here. If you're asking what I'm doing in Texas, I don't know. So anyway, we are going to go to game action now. And the flames of battle burn bright yet again. Loses side top 12. One round away from qualification, and it is going to be a good one here. Pokemon Stadium 2. Mario Steve matchup. Yeah, you're going to see a lot of up airs from both sides, I would imagine. So you can't really get on anybody for maybe getting out ahead of it.
とかに対して全然意気揚々とポケモンスタジアム2を残すっていうのが、その選手らしさというか、そんな気がするんですけどね。
Snow, of course, has celebrated Mario over in Japan. Carmelo, one of many who have taken up the pickaxe and sword of Steve in the past couple of months. Carmelo not exactly a stranger to the scene, however. You certainly can't just pack that all up to pure dumb luck. This is a Steve who has shown in the past that you're capable of doing a little bit of damage. We are going to see perhaps the proof of that assertion here. And almost on cue, that Mario at 164%. Not quite going out yet. So Snow, with the first real show of required resilience here, does indeed pass the test and is going to be rewarded. Not getting the meteor hit on the forward air. I don't know if that's what you're looking for, but maybe not at the percentage to do so. Carmelo only at 71. Carmelo, 15th ranked in the world, and showing why you can't exactly sleep on this guy. Carmelo being sent to loser's side and loses top 16, winner side top 16, I should say, with Rocky. So, and now taking the lead on Snow by a score of 1-0. Rocky with that Kazuya putting in the work, and we've seen Carmelo go to the Pyra and Mithra as well. You can definitely see why you would want to wall out a Mario, and it's going to be an up smash that does it. That sounds about right for Mario. Just an absolute bloodbath out here sometimes, folks. What we've seen, this is A-plus points on the line here in this weekend's event. Sumabato 63 brings out the big guns, and you can see why they want it. Carmelo piling up the damage and putting them out. That's a full stock lead now for the 15th ranked player.
もちろんね、着地狩りの横スマッシュって当たれば当然強いけど、そもそも空中後ろでちゃんとね、その着地回避してねっていうのをね、カルメロ選手が強いてたんでね。なんでもう本当にもう読み合っての。
And there we go. Okay, you know what? I was sorry. I was trying to do my own research here, and I guess Carmelo disposed of Snow just a little bit quicker than I was anticipating. I certainly apologize, but yeah, that is Carmelo, and there is a reason why you see this guy go so far in so many brackets. Carmelo, of course, the 15th ranked. As we mentioned, it kind of goes back and forth between the
難易度は高いけど、その難易度をね、そのかいくぐって耐久して結局逆転みたいなプレー、本当に定評あるんで。
does I believe have a Shulk on deck. So obviously you like to favor the disjoints, and Steve essentially a sortie. But you do have options if you are Carmelo. You want to cut your teeth in this game. Shulk is a very interesting choice with which to do it. Very interesting specialization opportunities there. But see now Snow, who's been playing Mario for quite some time and doing pretty well for himself at it. Back airs, putting Snow into triple digits. Again, Pokemon Stadium 2, this is the shortest ceiling in the competitive rule set, so not doing too poorly for yourself if you are picking a character that can up air somebody into infinity. But sometimes your opponent can just put a wall down, and that's how you get trapped into an up smash of your own. So that is going to be stock number 1 and a quick advantage for Carmelo. You need to find your way around those walls, and unfortunately, you just kind of have to let him mine resources and become stronger. It's this is the game. Like, what do you want? You have to play around it. It's how you control the neutral, and sometimes you can put a wall down.
この着地展開から若干ゲームスピードを上げていきたい。うまく釣り出しました。ブロックブレーキでもう逃げ場がないですね。打ってしまったっていう状況ですね。うまく作り出しました。いや今の素晴らしいですね。ここまで着地の展開あったんで、そこの読みに対してスノーが透かし着地。あの狭い空間で。本当にね、カルメロを信じたから。
Looking for just a little more, not finding it, but I have to say, Carmelo thus far been showing this is at the very least you understand the matchup. Like, this is ultimately they're all tests, and Carmelo approaching it like you're seems like you're passing. However, it's right when I say that something like that happens. Mario able to utilize the platform, couple of up airs, and the up B to finish it off. However, Carmelo, when you have an up smash as powerful as that, you're going to utilize it. And again, shortest ceiling in the rule set. It is just as strong for you as it is for them, and now one stock apiece. Snow, however, making a good showing for himself in this one. Not exactly a pushover, this young gentleman. And what a leap for Carmelo thus far in these rankings. We have seen some pretty good finishes, especially in S+ tier earlier on in the year in March. But Snow is saying, hey, buddy, I'm here too. You better not be forgetting about me. And you cannot so easily melt this Snow. And this Mario main from all the way out in Japan has been doing so well. The 34th ranked player in the world does have a Pithra in his pocket as well. Ranked number 34 in the world in this past ranking, down from 19, certainly looking to reclaim a spot in the upper echelon of Smash, and looking to do so with a decent result at these Sumabatos. Former runner-up in one of these tournaments. This is, I believe it was May 23, where wound up finishing at second place. I mean, I can confirm that real fast, I suppose, but...
サイクスが進まないか、スティーブがすぐ剥がすかっていうのは結構ギャンブル要素の強いステージピックになっちゃうんで、互いに安定を取ろうとした時にやっぱポケモンスタジアム2実力が出やすいのがここになるのかなっていう認識ですね。こんな感じですね。
We are going to see even more from Carmelo, and this is why you do not want to cross Steve. He will cross you up so easily, give you the runaround, and at some point, you just do not get a choice in the matter. Snow, by the way, in case you're curious, lost to an American known as H4, a player from Washington, a pretty good Pikachu, excuse me. Does have wins on Ascended Base Mage. One of the very few American winners, and indeed the last American winner of this tournament. Funny how these things work out, huh? To my knowledge, actually, might have lost to the only American winner. Yeah. And I'm taking a look through this thing. It's a neat little note to have. But Snow, looking to hold things down, has represented Japan so well in a number of areas, a number of times. Former top 20 in the world. Since taking a slight dip, but still no drop in the quality of his play. You're seeing it here and navigating these walls that Steve are throwing out, navigating the mine carts, the many, many trappings that Minecraft Steve can throw out, and getting the down air to boot. You gotta love it. Snow doing well for himself at the high enough percentage to just die from the up smash. That's just how it's going to go. 2 stocks apiece. I gotta say, being my own stat guy is a difficult job. I certainly appreciate the people who do this when you are... Well, this is why you do your own research ahead of time. Either way, 2 stocks to 1, and that is going to be Calmero taking it to a game 4 with his advantage. And yeah, Calmero, the results, they do kind of speak for themselves, do they not? I mean, you're talking about somebody who has who does have a Sumabato win back earlier this year. In fact, in April, you're talking about somebody who has done quite well at Deltas in the past. He's done well at Kagaribis in the past. 17th place finish, in fact, over this past May at Kagaribi. Wound up taking out people like Taikei and Takeda, and really only being sent down into loser's side by Yara, and indeed being taken out by T, who was playing the Kazuya. There is potential for Calmero to have to face off against T in this loser's side here in Osaka. We will have to wait and see about that. See if we can finish the job on Snow before any of that happens. And thus far, it is a pretty good advantage for the Steve main Calmero. Puts him in a corner and the wall. The back air, and that is going to be an easy cleanup job for Calmero. Yeah, you have that platform right there, folks. Hazards off is a lie. I see one right there in that platform. And that is going to be Calmero taking full advantage of it. And the movement that you have to respect around it. That's a full-blown Cave of Life. Calmero. More than happy to do it, but guess what? Snow is able to use those platforms as well. You got those up airs into the combination, almost finishing it off with the up B. Not quite enough on the percentage points. It was well DI'd by Calmero to stay alive. You did see that red light, but the command grab on the cart, oh, that was almost brutal for Snow, and Calmero able to survive. Jab 3 giving you just a little bit of time, but the minecart, the knockback on it is so strong. Back throw. Snow able to put Calmero into the kill zone. Not quite. Hang on a second. We're seeing it. I mean, doing such hard work with the flood, and is able to get the KO with the down air eventually. 2 stocks apiece. But goodness gracious, Snow is having to work twice as hard to get half of what Calmero is getting. It is tough work, and now you're seeing the redstone pop up. You saw the diamond on the ledge. I do believe the ledge might give more. Actually, I do believe that part of the selection process for Pokemon Stadium is that PS4, PS2 does not give as much diamond. I believe it's by a 40% less chance. I could be mistaken on that. I do believe that the likelihood for getting diamond on PS2 is ever so slightly lower. And if somebody wants to correct me on that, don't. Snow trying to break through this wall and been sparingly successful in doing so. It's really just a matter of positioning, right? And these short little one block walls are the most intriguing because Snow is still not trying to clear those. Obviously trying to bait Snow into some sort of interaction, but Snow wanting to keep the distance and say, no, you're not going to make me rush into you. I am going to play this game my way. And no matter the resources that you have, I have to respect your hitboxes no matter what, just a little bit more than anyone else. But I'm still going to fight my way on my terms. And Mario, well, let's not forget, you do have the ability to camp with this character. I am reminded of a few Marios that I was able to commentate back in the day that proved as such. Beautiful catch on the landing, but the back throw, perfectly placed block. And now you just get another diamond pickaxe. Tied up in terms of damage, however, Snow is piling it up methodically but effectively. And it is going to be the anvil that winds up getting dropped on Snow. 2 stocks to 1 now, but for how long is that going to be the case? Back air. Putting Carmelo at a slight disadvantage. The minecart, little janky of a little bit of a janky interaction there, but we're seeing it now. The wheels are turning, and not just on the minecart, but it's going to be the pickaxe. You're able to pile up so much damage in a short period of time. But that's what you get, the work that you're putting into getting those resources. Not particularly hard to get diamond, and you get, what, 20% off of a swing? That's not bad, but hey, you know what? Who needs a diamond pickaxe when you have Mario up smash? It is 1 stock each now between Snow and Carmelo. The wall on the ledge. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Snow trying to work way out of it, but again, that platform, you can only move off of it so quickly. You are in range of that pickaxe. In triple digits now, Snow is going to have to make this work and do so quickly. I mean, that's going... Yeah. Carmelo would have been well in his rights to throw out a back air there. And you're seeing it there. It's just like you gotta at the very least have the muscle memory on deck. Sit there, shield. Why would you need to do anything else? You bait into movement and you throw out back air. This is what you're able to do. This is what Steve gets. And now Snow needs to find a way around that. Uh-oh. Wait a second. An opening. Looking for the meteor, but the percentage is just not quite there. 60%, and it's going to be the back air. Such a big sweeping motion. Well done by Carmelo. Sometimes you just need to see the game out, and indeed, that is what Carmelo was able to do. The 15th ranked player in the world survives. It was not without his trepidations. Snow is going to bow out of just short of top 8. It has to hurt for Snow. However, it is not a bad loss to take. It is a result with which I think you can hang your head. You can hold your head relatively high. Now that is Carmelo making it in the top 8, and we are getting even more Minecraft Steve. So hold on.